Testing.
What up? What up? What's going on, New Gaming Order? This is Alex Lexus coming at you like the Juggernaut. Alex and co-CEO, co-producer Nelson, Mr. Mugen himself. What's going on, Nelson?
What's up, man?
Yeah. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Just doing some learning curves on my end. Had some technical difficulty. Friday Night Fights was preempted because Steam, something's wrong with that on my system, so there was no Street Fighter 5 at all. Like I couldn't get Guilty Gear loaded or anything PC related. Even my Mighty Number 9 is not working, so I may have to uninstall it and reinstall it. We'll figure out that as we go along. But Nelson, what's going on, man? What you been up to?
Basically just doing behind the scenes work as usual. I started playing Xenoverse, Final Fantasy, and a little bit of Gears.
Oh, you know what? The ending to Xenoverse 2 is dope. I ain't gonna lie. I beat that on Wednesday? Finally, because now I'm at level 70 with my, but I'm telling you, it's cool, but I don't want to like do a killjoy. The ending battle to the first Xenoverse was a little more epic to me, but this one had more plot twists. You'll be like, oh shoot, people showing up that you didn't expect to. So I think you're gonna
Oh,
enjoy that one.
okay.
Yeah. So with that, I just wanted to shout out to Shinraven, who's always auto hosting our channel. We got 22 viewers right now, which is pretty cool, even though we're with a late start. So yeah, just bear with me. I'm just putting it official to give him a shout out. But so okay, just making sure the chat's good. We got a quality assurance. So, New Gaming Order. First topic in the shoot. Today will be an abridged version of the show because I do have some stuff to take care of. So, who? I wasn't expecting Jimmy Fallon to have this on his show, but courtesy of Event Hubs and Stone Fox Media, the news has been circulating around that the Nintendo Switch, supposedly a working version of the Nintendo Switch, was debuted on Jimmy Fallon's show the other evening. So with that, some folks are claiming that it was fake, and I don't know. I mean, for all intended purposes, I think that the Breath of the Wild looks pretty damn good on screen. When it gets to the screen itself, the portable device, it kind of looks like it regresses into a Nintendo DS or a PS Vita graphic style, so to speak. So I don't know. Part of it, I'm excited for it because I'm gonna need that mobility, to get around and such. Because me, frankly, being in the military, if I'm at Fort Dix Range or if I'm deployed, this Switch actually will serve a big purpose with our U.S. Service members. A lot of times we're out in the field, and if we want to get our game on, hey, you can keep it going. And I kind of understand now why Nintendo was so guarded with the concept, because I know 110% that Sony might have stole this, Microsoft would have stole it. Easy, easy. So Nintendo got the patents for all this, so now it's their thing. Got it. But as far as the whole concept and execution and Jimmy Fallon geeking out the way that he did, it's like, dude, like, calm down. Let Reggie Fields and me talk about the system. But I don't know, Nelson, did you get to see that last night?
No, I wasn't aware about this debuting on Jimmy Fallon. I heard stuff on Twitter, but I
Hmm.
didn't really peek into it because I heard that what's this dude's name? Miyamoto was jumping back and forth between
Twitter, but
the
I didn't.
Apple Store and
Hmm.
going towards this area. So
Yeah, well, I know
I'm
he was in the audience talking about, you know, I
he had
guess
on
no
this thing called
pressure.
Discord,
Oh, hold up.
but then he
Hello?
takes his.
You gotta mute your mic, dude.
I am muted. My mic is
Man,
muted.
Oh no, we
definitely
can still
not.
hear you.
Definitely not.
All right, so yeah, we'll get that squared away. But yeah, Jimmy Fallon, Miyamoto, you know, he was playing in front of Miyamoto, and he's just like, oh yeah, no pressure, you know, like, you know, I think it was cool, but I believe that even though it was like a surprise, some sort of heads up would have been cool because I think a lot of people might have appreciated seeing the Switch actually the concept or the final product actually being utilized on his show. But I'm telling you, Nelson, I have the video in the description, but I can't play it because we know how Nintendo is. They're extremely sensitive with their material. If I hit play on this video that's in the background, we're getting flagged. So I can only show it to you, but I highly tell you
I have
guys to
muted.
go
I
check it
fixed it.
out. But I see we have Project Justice and T-Risk who've
He
joined us.
just he just
But
at
but
said it. I just joined.
yeah, but T-Risk,
See
obviously
this
we're
up.
talking
I
about the
see we have
Switch.
Project Justice and T-Rex who joined us.
Whoa,
That's
I got mad feedback.
You gotta mute your stream.
And then when you start
Yeah.
talking, like your camera is on or something.
no. I have no camera. My voice goes through the internet.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can make a quick adjustment. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so this way on my stream, once I give him his turn, he'll be able to go. But T-Risk, you still with me?
Yes, I am.
All right. So did you get to see the Nintendo Switch demo or the debut on Jamie Fallon?
Yes, I did.
Now, what are your thoughts on that? Like, you know, was it good, bad, ugly, indifferent?
So far, it looks pretty good, to be honest. But the only thing we've seen on the thing is Breath of Fire. The only difference is that it just runs better to me. It may look a little bit crisper, but that isn't really the kind of game to show because it has a very like Wind Waker look.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
needs to be a
cell
bit more
shaded.
graphic intensive.
But here's the problem, though. Nintendo has not been known for their graphics since the SNES. You know what I mean?
Well, they never quite needed it since then.
Yeah.
Because they always had a good art style that stands the test of time, really.
This is indeed true. This is indeed true. But Project Justice. What are your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch being debuted at on Jimmy Fallon last night?
I think it was very, very smart. If you notice their original trailer, there were no kids in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
They're targeting young adults, the young tech adult that's out there, and anybody older. So that's why they went for the late night, with Jimmy Fallon, and that's the demo Jimmy Fallon gets.
Yeah.
Now for the actual hardware, it is really well designed. I thought it was bigger and thicker.
Yeah.
And design wise, it is really, it has a very sleek iPad level type of design.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really, you can tell they're really targeting that crowd. As for performance wise, a huge performance compared to before. It was running way better. It was smooth. And then to have that, being able to pick it up and it's right there automatically in your hands and have a go.
Yeah.
Everything looks great. It really does look good. We just have to. Right now, there's rumors saying that From Software has the Dark Souls 3 series running on the Switch. It's not
Now,
confirmed.
here's the thing with that apparently that was debunked as being false. They said that the specs on this system cannot handle Dark Souls 3.
Well, I don't know. Everything so far is all rumor, so we'll see.
Uh-huh.
If Breath of the Wild is running on like the way it's running, I don't see why Dark Souls is not. When Dark Souls is not an open world game, it's all enclosed and linear. It's they make it seem like it's open world, but it's not. It's in sections. You go one section to the next section.
Yeah,
So it's not open as as vast as Breath of the Wild. So that's all about memory. It's all about RAM and memory. But performance-wise, the Breath of the Wild looks fantastic, and on top of that, it doesn't look like a last-gen game. The graphics do look like, the shaders are, current gen.
Like kind of moving up as.
Yeah, the effects, the explosions, the smoke, the particle, it looks current. It looks like what you expect from a current game coming out, today. So it looks fantastic.
Okay.
So I'm excited, especially me, since I travel a lot and my work's lifestyle. When I work 24 hours, I'm in the firehouse.
Mm-hmm.
For me to just pick it up from my dock, take it to work, and then when I get some free time to myself, play a full game on the go when I travel to other countries on the plane. It's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Yeah, I have to say, Nintendo, they're onto something. They might, one thing that's always hurt Nintendo, they had some good concepts, but they were too early, and usually they would take, a couple to the face. I look at the Virtual Boy and all that, and I mean, the U-Force, Power Glove, things like that. They always try to be like the trendsetters, but they might have struck gold with this one. It just remains, if they get the support, I think it's gonna be some cool stuff. And shout out to Slinky Jim and Blazing for checking us out today.
Yeah, I'm looking at the video right now, and I'm looking at Jimmy Fallon holding it, and that really impressed me. Like the design, the sleekness. I was like, wow! Like the commercial, that first trailer they released didn't do justice of the system. Like it's just.
But
wow.
To be honest with you, that trailer probably was like, obviously it was set, but this is the working system, right? They need to
this is the actual working system. So it's like, whoa.
Yeah, all that stuff that they had in that trailer, they need to pull the controllers off, have two people playing something. You know what I mean? All of that should have been out for Jimmy Fallon's show to. I'm sure he's gonna get ratings for that regardless. But look at the viewership that you're gonna see on YouTube once you go to Jimmy Fallon's channel.
I know it's huge. A lot of members, man.
Yeah. So I mean, with that, Nintendo might be onto something. But my only regret, they should have came out for the holiday season. You know how many pre-orders and how many people have been fighting for that?
Well, I think they're trying to. That's the reason why they announced the Nintendo Mini Classic, and because they knew they weren't able to get the system out in time. So they had to do something and then try and sell out on whatever Wii U stock of games or whatever is left over for them, because Wii U is done basically.
Yeah.
Come March, I was planning to go to the Dominican Republic in February, but after I saw this video, I actually pushed back my vacation to after launch. After I buy it, then I'm gonna go away.
Oh my gosh! You know what? You gotta do a video. You gotta do a video while you're in DR for the show, man. That'd be great.
Absolutely, I'll definitely record some video of me playing in the beach over there. All
right, cool. But also, Nelson, there was another display of Super Mario Run, which will be the first iOS mobile game coming to handhelds. Now, while I have this up and running, hopefully you guys are looking at the material so that you can kind of get a follow-up. Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. Do something real quick. All right.
Cheers.
Just this way I can hear myself. All right. So, Nelson.
Yeah.
Super Mario Run. It's in the Discord if you want to play it in the background to see how it's set up. But it's interesting to see how, if you're looking at my S6, right? You know how traditional games go horizontal. This one is actually vertical, and you can actually see the level going up. And I never thought that platform games can be played like that. Like you see Mario doing the Ninja Gaiden flipping jumps from coin to coin or whatever. But Jimmy Fallon was playing it. It looked like it was on point, and it's coming out in about 5 days. Today's December 10th, 2016. And I don't know, is it gonna be a freemium game with in-game purchases? I think we had talked about it a long time ago.
I don't really like the concept of where they're going to it because one, you need to always have internet connection to play the game.
Yeah, it's always online.
Bad idea. That's already a game that I'm not gonna want because I don't have cell phone games, and this was probably gonna be the very first ever cell phone game I ever played, and it just lost my interest once it says it has to stay online to update the scores and the levels and stuff like that. Because I'm hearing that people can also in the future make levels for the Mario Run thing.
Yeah, yeah, they did have that. Like I guess it's like an ever growing kingdom type thing. So they're trying to go the route of Dragon Ball, Phantasy Star, or like ActRaiser. But ActRaiser, if it like had online all the time, imagine having to defend your kingdom and so on and so forth. So I think that might be an interesting thing to look at. But moving on to T-Res, did you see any info on the Super Mario Run mobile game?
Well, I can tell you that it is going to be a one-time purchase, and the freemium side, I guess, is just more a sense of a demo.
Okay.
And the mindset behind that, I think it was Reggie Fils-Aimé that actually said this. They said they wanted to be Mario Run, not Mario Run, stop, watch an ad, then run some more.
Okay, interesting. Now, hold on, I gotta go to the controls.
I do like what I'm seeing of it. I gotta admit, I was surprised. I was skeptical too. But to see Mario do like actual parkour stuff, because he's not really jumping on anything anymore. He's more like hopping over it.
Yeah.
And he's able to like hold on to ledges. That's something that he just doesn't do. So this is still something that's new, even though it's something that we have seen for like the past 30 years of Mario.
Wow, has it been that long? I'm getting old, bro. Oh my gosh.
You should have never said your age.
Yeah, well, shut up. But Project Justice, did you get to see the Super Mario Run demo that was on Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, I did. It actually looked pretty cool. I mean, I'm not a big mobile phone gamer, but I mean, for mobile game, the quality is like above everything else out there.
That is true. I was like, yo, that looks dope.
So I'm just my concern is the controls, because those type of games you need precise controls, and I just don't feel a touchscreen can give you that. So that's why I'm not a big fan of it.
Oh, what was that Street Fighter game, mobile? Like, I was trying to play on there. There's no way you can play like competitively.
You're talking about Street Fighter Volt?
I remember that.
Play that.
I would never play that.
You can hook up a USB controller to your cell phone to play the actual game.
Oh, that junk was whack as hell, man.
There's definitely Bluetooth support out there, so you can do that. So, and if you do that, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? I was trying to do reuse a move or whatever, but they had to set it to a button or whatever. I don't know. It was interesting.
I've actually played with a controller. It's pretty fun.
What's say again, T-Res?
I have played with a controller. My brother, not my brother-in-law, my cousin, had it, and he had a Bluetooth controller for his phone. And I played it, and it worked fine when I set to manual controls. I was able to do Guile's double flash kick. So with a controller, it plays alright. It won't play 1-to-1, obviously, but it's as close as it's going to get. At the time, it was something sort of impressive.
Okay. Well, I mean, this was my little section for Nintendo. I just hope that they get the support that they need to keep the system afloat, and sales. Like, on a final note, and I'll give everybody a chance to speak on this, the rumored price is supposed to be something like about $250, $259, or something like that. Like, I wish I can pull this up, but I'm like walking on thin ice with XSplit right now, so I don't want to mess anything up. But apparently The system is gonna be competitively priced. Either it's 250 or 350, something in that realm. You know, and if they keep the price like underneath the PS4 and the Xbox One, I think that might be a good thing for them. What do you think, Tyrus?
I think that's a great idea. It should be exceedingly high in price,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm more actually surprised if it will be that price because of just all the crazy tech that seems to be involved in this thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nelson, what are your thoughts on the possible, lower price range, which I think most folks anticipated anyway? What are your thoughts? Like, if Nintendo prices it right, will it fly off the shelves?
It's always gonna fly off the shelf despite its price. That's just how Nintendo rolls. It's just like an Apple phone. You're gonna buy it regardless of how much it costs.
You
For
think
it to
Nintendo still
be,
got it like that?
yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they do because they're dominating the mobile market. They cannot be stopped. So they're starting to force that same influence into the consoles. They couldn't had done it with the Wii U, unfortunately, because of its
Mm-hmm.
poor performance in games and what they dished out. But
Uh-huh.
since now the console supports third-party support, it does a hell of a lot more now, and
Mm-hmm.
apparently you can have the same power resources on the go and on the dock, which will soon to be seen very
Well, the
soon.
dock is supposed to up the power a little bit, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's supposed to, but at the same time, they said that it's supposed to be relatively the same.
Mhm.
Like, no matter where you go, whether if it's on the go, whether if you're at home, it'll just be on the biggest screen if it's docked. But
Okay.
but I don't know about the pricing of it being that low. I don't think that it will be like $500.
Mm-hmm.
It might be somewhere in the ballpark between like 300 and probably 350.
Yeah, that's what, like, I think I saw an article on it, but I didn't get a chance to stick it in the Discord. But I mean, if they do it like that, I mean, if they can at least get it to like 300, man, I'm telling you, they're gonna destroy. They're gonna destroy it. And then holiday season in 2017, they're gonna be really out the gates, But with that, Project Justice, what are your thoughts on a proper pricing scheme for the Nintendo Switch and how that can affect them?
Well, so far the rumors is 250 without a game, 300 with a game. So if that becomes reality, it's gonna be another. Remember the original Wii? How that was like.
Oh yeah.
The new Elmo toy of the holiday season.
Yeah.
That's just gonna happen. It's gonna sell like crazy.
Man.
The demand for this, I think, with the Wii U trailer is like one of the biggest view. I'm sorry, not the Wii U, the Switch, Nintendo Switch trailer when it first came out.
Mhm.
It's like the highest viewed video on YouTube or something like that.
Mhm.
Or one of the highest. There's a lot of demand for it. And also for performance-wise, it's been confirmed that when you dock the Nintendo Switch, what happens is the dock itself doesn't have any hardware. It's on the Switch. What happens is, though, it gives it more power and it turns on an extra fan in the Switch. So it ups 1080p is doable once it's docked. When it's not docked, one of the fans gets turned off and the resolution bumps down to 720, which is native on the screen.
That's smart as hell.
Yeah, that was actually confirmed this week. I can get you the link and post it for you guys in the chat. So
wow, you know what? I am shocked at that. I thought that there was more to it than that. So
that's it.
That means that the system itself, like even in handheld mode, if hackers are gonna get in there and turn on that other fan.
Turn that other fan. Yep. But the thing is, if you do that, you're gonna be your battery's not gonna last you as long.
Or overheat the damn system.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just definitely gonna happen.
Wow, Nintendo, they just blew my mind with that. I had no idea. Wow. Interesting. Alright, so New Gaming Order, we're gonna go into intermission. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Check us out on newgamingorder.com for the latest and greatest. For our folks who are watching live, stay tuned for the director's cut, and we'll see you guys on the next topic. Peace.